Well, that was from tonight's episode of Inside Birmingham's Children's Hospital. And since filming, Alex has changed his name to Oliver. And he joins me now with his mum Jo and dad Gary. It's great that you're doing this. It really is. I think it's brilliant that you're on the show tonight and that you're actually here talking to me. You look so different. And I just don't mean different appearance. I mean, like, everything about you, your confidence, your body language from what we saw in that clip, it's remarkable. How are you feeling in yourself?
Nervous.
Only because you're on telly. Yeah. But generally, are you happy? Are you a happy person now?
It is quite weird. This is the happiest I've been since I think I was like 7.
Gosh.
So, yes, it's hard to verbalise what it actually feels like right now. It's like everything is just so good all the time.
God, that's great. That's really good. And Oliver, what was the name? Why Oliver?
For me, I rushed into the name Alex because I wanted to just get away from the female name. So I didn't plan. I didn't think about what name I wanted. I was like, I just want a male name.
Sure.
But for me, Oliver, the name comes from the olive branch in the Bible, which is all about rebirth.
Ah,
so
okay.
that's
that makes sense.
I chose that.
That makes perfect sense on so many levels, and it's a lovely name as well. So that's really good. Your mum and dad have been really supportive, which is amazing, which sadly doesn't always happen.
No.
But that must have been such a great help. Did you know that something wasn't quite right? Because we know what teenagers are like. I mean, it's a difficult time. But did you know it was something more than that?
Yeah, I think by the time Oliver got to sort of 10, 11, we could see that his mental health was going down. We couldn't, for quite a long time, put our finger on it. We didn't understand it.
Sure.
Sadly, Oliver then became quite ill with anorexia, was in hospital for a long time. And we were always kind of questioning, well, what's it about? What's going on? And then through that process, really, of being in hospital and coming out and then kind of recognising, actually, I'm not happy in my body, that's the issue. Actually, to see those shots now is actually really quite sad because it kind of takes us back to a very bad place. But then looking at Oliver now, it's absolutely incredible, like you say, to see a whole different person coming through this. It's amazing.
It is. Like I say, you must be very, very proud of what your child has achieved.
Yeah.
To go from that really, really bad place, really scary actually, and to have to do this. But again, you've been very supportive.
Absolutely, and at a stage in life which is not easy for the best of us. I hated my teens, but I was a bit slow on the uptake, unfortunately, because I'm a bloke and I'm a bit thick like that. I knew something wasn't right for Oliver, but didn't know what it was, and even the eating disorder, I couldn't make sense of that, really. I think I say in the programme that, you know, if somebody else had done that to my child, I would track them down and kill them. But where do you go when it's an eating disorder?
It's so difficult, isn't it? It's so difficult.
So eventually I kind of caught up with what was going on, and it actually made a whole load of sense. So when in the clip, you know, Oliver says, like, I'm 98.7%, very precise, that suddenly made a whole load of sense and stuff. You know, I got there in the end, I caught up.
I think it's fantastic because, as I said, sadly, it doesn't always happen. You know, a lot of people don't have the support of their family, and I know that you've got a little brother and you've got support from him too, which is just great. But you were saying that we tend to try and put people into boxes, don't we? So you're that and you're that, but it's much more. You know, we were talking about this earlier. It's much more fluid than that. Yeah. So you would kind of say that you are asexual. Is that how you would? Agender,
or just. Genderqueer, non-binary.
Right. Well, you're kind of just you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's really hard to kind of, you know, if we all had to sit down and define ourselves, it's actually quite difficult, isn't it? But you know, so it's hard to kind of say that, really. But the main thing that's come out of this is that you are who you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Whatever label you want to put on that, whatever you want to call it, you're just you.
Yeah.
And you're happy.
Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes. I mean, you must see that. You must see looking into Oliver's eyes.
Complete transformation. I think there are moments now when kind of, you know, we're able now, I think, to kind of look back at some of the darker times, which were very, very tough. And actually to be able to say, you know, there was a look you'd get in your eyes when we knew you were really depressed, when there was self-harming behaviour, anorexic behaviours going on. We just knew by the eyes there was something really, you know, we were losing our child at that point.
This is one of the reasons, I think, that we went on the programme for the Children's Hospital, because we recognised that in terms of our journey as a family, they've been so significant And we recognise too that there's probably other families who are perhaps just entering into this kind of journey and don't know which way's up. And we know what that feels like, but that's why we wanted to be part of the programme.
Well, by doing that, you will have helped people. Absolutely. There is no question at all. And even by being here this morning talking to me and just looking so happy and so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to
Look at
see
the
you.
parents.
Well, exactly. Obviously, take after your mum and dad. But it's great to see you, Oliver. Thank you. I wish you all the very best in the
Thank
future.
you.
I really
Thank
do.
you.
You're a smashing person. Thank you very much indeed.